Hello everybody, I am Jay from DRG and welcome to the 30-second devlog in a series of devlogs where I explain and show off my progress on my passion project that has admittedly been taking a long time to get in a releasable state in any form. But it's been about 5 months since I last update. And I thought now might be a good time. And you might have already seen it, but just in case you haven't, how about I open up the game and show you? First up, we have a little intro sequence that was kind of in the old version, but it's different. And as you can see, we have a new title screen. It's not completely finalized. I'm still probably going to make some revisions, but right now, it's looking really good. My main things is whether or not to have the logo, our new logo, by the way, made by an amazing artist named Tris on Twitter. Link to their little page in the description below. And as you can see, I'm mostly just thinking about trying to move it either to the left of the screen. I actually don't know if you can see my mouse at all, but you move it to the left to create less space over here. But also, I'm thinking of having character art appear on the left once we eventually have that. So, I don't know. I'll think about it while I work on this game even more. I'm also, as you can see, have a completely invented title screen that is fully functional. You can access everything. You can load your game, you can make a new one, you can quit. Oh, I think there's a bug right there, actually. Hold on. But yeah, it's a functional title screen. Really nice and everything. It took a long time to get ready. Yeah, okay, that's a little bug. I had to fix that. I wasn't like that earlier because I had to I changed the font that this was, so it can match the logo. I'm also thinking of maybe decreasing the size of the outer glow, which is the black outline around everything. It looks kind of thick, and I don't know if I like it that way. I don't know. But for now, it works. Let's see, as for other changes that you haven't already seen, I have now, I probably should have shown this off while the game was loaded, but we have a new option in the game, because I found this one thing kind of annoying, or I don't know, I don't really like it, but some people do. If you go to General, you find a new option for mouse functions. You can turn it off and on whenever you want, which is really neat. For those who like using the mouse to navigate in RPG Maker games for some reason. Yeah, also, yeah, we have the cheats menu here. Basically, all the menu is still working. All the menu is still working. Yes, Jay, you are good at talking and stuff. Oh, I've made some changes to the water area. I think I'll just see. I'll pop it up on screen instead of loading the game and showing it to you. But if we go to the area, you can see that the you can see in the gameplay that I'm showing right now that I've actually changed the color. I don't know if you've seen what it looked like before, but it was a lot bluer, like regular blue, and it was a lot darker. Here it's a bit brighter, and it's more of a sea green-esque color. Similar footing, and you can also see there's a wave effect for the screen, so it looks a bit more like you're underwater. I'm not completely done with it yet. I'm still trying to think of a way to get like an actual like a water effect, kind of like bubbles and like kind of like the lights you see above water and stuff, and also trying to get like some sort of light shining down into the water, kind of like you see in like movies and stuff of underwater. I don't know. I am trying to get that, but I don't know when. Let me see. Aside from that, we might as well get to this. We finally have new music. Oh, It has been so long since we've had new songs. Are we playing? Shit. We have new music. It's really nice, and I'm going to pull it up for you right about now. There's a few of them. We have some, or like soon we'll show it, but we have some new music. We have like a victory theme for when you win a battle. We have game over music for when you fucking die. We have remasters of the boss music and mini boss music, as well as a song for the regular battle theme, and a whole bunch of area themes that are really nice. So you'll be hearing those right about now. So, aside from that, I have just rebalanced some skills with some playtesting. The first one I could show off is, let's see, where, about down here. Actually, no, I can just do, right here, we can see a few skills. Yeah, right, these skills used to give you a status effect. Instead, they just give you buffs and everything, because the status effect originally was very overpowered, and this is a lot more balanced and adds a lot less buffing status effects to the game. And another one that I changed was 100 punches. It was very broken. In fact, I still might have to nerf it again, because it's just very still powerful. But it was like doubly powerful before. It like did double the damage it does now. Now it's a bit less broken. So yeah, this skill was the best skill in the game, and it probably still is. But now its damage is halved, so that it doesn't instantly kill bosses with the right setup. Aside from that, I have changed some side quests. Let me see. I've changed some side quests. I'm not going to show you the contents of them, or all of them, but I've just changed some side quests so that it costs less money to do some of them, or the ones that require some money, and I also made them less grindy in a sense, so that it's a lot easier to get them done. Because some of these are pretty tricky, personally anyways. But yeah. And if you're wondering why I rebalanced all this stuff now, it's because I have finally completed the entire game on the hardest difficulty. Hold on. Damn it, someone's interrupting me. Hold on. Hello, sorry about that. My dogs and my dad are being a bunch of royal pains in the arse and constantly fucking distracting me and interrupting me, but back to what I was saying. I have beaten the entire game in the hardest difficulty. It is hard. It is pretty hard. It makes you actually think and makes you actually strategize for every single boss, even the first boss. It took me a few tries. It was fun though. I had a lot of fun on the hardest difficulty. That being said though, the game is mostly balanced around the normal difficulty. It's meant to be possible with everything you have available at the time on hard, but everything is technically balanced around normal. So, yeah. I just want to see if hard was possible, and it was, but it was difficult. But I did complete all the bosses, including the optional ones, and oh boy, was it tough, but I had a lot of fun with it. And I hope you all have a lot of fun with it too, when you all get to eventually play it. And speaking of optional bosses, if you've been watching my devlogs for some long time, you would know that I added an optional boss in this area. Well, actually, I don't think I said it was in this area, but I did add an impossible boss, but I specifically stated it was designed to be impossible. I have to let you all know, it is not impossible. I actually managed to beat it on the hardest difficulty on my first attempt, so I might actually have to go and make a harder impossible quote-unquote boss later, because I got some feedback and people said that they would prefer if this was left as is, so I'm leaving it as is for now. I might give him some more tools to make him harder, because he didn't even reach the level cap before I was able to beat him, but I will say he is a really tough challenge. Let me think. Besides that, I mostly just added miscellaneous content like weapons and items and such, and I've altered existing content to rebalance them and to make them more easier to use and just more quality of life stuff in general. But aside from that, that's basically all the stuff I can really easily list. The thing that's mostly been the most progress is the soundtrack, which I mentioned earlier. Each song, at minimum, takes a week to make, if not more. and I can't really afford to commission a song every week. It's really good when I can commission one every week, but I can't always do that, so sometimes the progress is slow with that. But aside from that, content's been, or rather development's been really good, and I'm hoping that I can get this game into a state where it's alright for a closed beta to be ready, which it is sadly not ready. I, again, grossly underestimated how much it would take to get it quite ready. But I do have some plans. My biggest plan right now is get more of the soundtrack done. Some more battle themes, or specifically the final boss themes and the optional boss theme for one of the optional bosses, as well as a special battle theme for one area in the game. Just themes for the dungeons and for the city areas, and maybe for like different remixes of the cave theme, for like a fire cave theme, an ice cave theme, and an underwater cave theme, or even a fucking underwater fire cave theme, because there is an underwater volcano area in the game, courtesy of our friend Magic, amazing guy. And aside from that, I do have plans for something. I don't think I've showed this area off that often, but in this area there is a casino-looking ass, or actually the Stone Corner as it's called, or it's called in-game casino-looking head ass. Gives you some shops, and it takes you to the casino, which is actually called the Game Corner, in reference to a certain thing that y'all might know about. Right now, the Game Corner kind of sucks. All you can do is talk to this machine, and it gives you options to gamble your life away, but it's just a random number generator to give you a random amount of money. So I've been considering revamping this a bit, adding actual content here, like an actual slot machine kind of thing right here, in like a basic kind of mini game, or at least dialogue choice to do the roulette wheels, as well as some other games that might be added here later. I don't know. There are no card games though, because I don't think I could really add a fucking like normal card game to this RPG Maker shit. No, unless I learn how to script, which for fuck's sake, I do not know how to script. But it would be pretty neat if I added more shit here, just so that you had more ways to get money, because getting money in this game can be hard on the hardest difficulty. I never had more than 15,000 units in total in this game. So yeah, and also, if you can tell, there's a door here in a number pad. I might add a content thing here. Maybe in the next chapter, maybe in this chapter, who knows. Let's see. I might add another super boss for completing almost everything the demo has to offer. I don't know if I'll do that though. Maybe. New art would be nice, hopefully. We can hopefully get some new art. It's been a long time since the wonderful Oroyesis has blessed us with his god tier art. But hopefully, maybe next time I update you, we'll have something new. We're still rolling with the basic ass art I made, with like the shitty star, or this unit symbol, because the gold symbol was from VX Ace. Actually, this chainsaw symbol is also from VX Ace, and so is this knife, I think. But and this hammer, and this guitar. But these aren't actually used in games, so they don't matter for now. But yeah, hopefully I can show you new shit next time. But it is important to note actually that that I actually have to apologize, because I fucked up when recording. I was using window capture on OBS instead of display capture, and so the only shit you were seeing the entire time was this fucking screen. So I have to apologize for that. But yeah, that's my shitty art that I mentioned. Oh yeah, so as I said, the impossible boss was beaten, and since it's beatable, I want to add an actual reward for beating it. Since this boss was inspired by like the Reaper from Persona, I was thinking maybe having it so that it checks whoever's in the head of your party or leading the party, and depending on who's in the lead of your party, it will give you a different weapon for that party member. So yeah, and that'll be cool because some party members don't actually have a lot of weapons. And I actually should probably note that I should probably add more weapons for that character in the future, because they only have like 3 good ones in the entire game. One for... Actually, no, it's like... Yeah, no, only 3. One of which is really good because it just has the chance of using one of the best skills in the game when guarding. Another one is just an easy one to craft, and then the other one is gotten for doing a side quest, and it's the most good for regular damaging, but doesn't have the utility use of the other one. So yeah. Also, ultimate weapons for the demo might be a thing I want to add, just because one of the rewards for another super boss goes unused, and it's a crafting material, so I think it'd be good to add something regarding that. But let's see. After that, I think I might want to... Sorry about that. I think I'm gonna try doing some UI and HUD changes, like having the menus look different, because right now they all look like they were just fucking swapped around versions of the Yawnfly menus, and that's no good. I don't really know how to fuck around with menus though, so I'll take some like fucking studying, but I want to do that eventually. And next, I want to add a HUD for battle, a new HUD, one unique to my game, because I'll show it up on screen. I don't really like the HUD. It's using the Yawnfly in battle status kind of thing, and it works well with 5 party members, which is why it's been used for so long. But because other HUDs don't really think about having 5 party members, but I kind of don't like it because it just takes up so much space. It doesn't work well with the timed attack system because the HUD can actually cover on whoever's like in the 5th party slot in the bottom area. If they're using a certain type of timed attack, it can actually be partially covered by the HUD, and so you can't see what it is. I'm thinking of adding something simple, either like a text-based HUD, like similar to like a Gaia's Melody with like a small gauge and just mostly text. Maybe I'll have like a picture of the party member so it's easier to see. But for now, we're stuck with this, but I want to change it by next time. It's one of the things that's high up on my priority list. General improvements and just polish would be nice. There are some skills like, let me see if I can find it here. I think it's right here. Yeah, Bandage Pass is this fucking weird quirk. What it does is that it goes to who the target is, goes in front of them, and then it does actions that makes it look like that Leona is going over to them and like giving them bandages and shit, and like bandaging them up. But if it targets herself, she moves forward and then turns around towards where she would have been. And so I'm going to change that so she doesn't do that when she's just healing herself. Dog bark again, that's fun. But yeah, just some stuff like that. And of course, I mentioned earlier stuff like the way the effects underwater look, I'm not happy with right now, and I want to make it look better. As well as like maybe adding some like nice sun kind of sprites, so pictures when in the desert, and maybe even add like weather effects and shit. So the game kind of like Pokemon, where like depending on the area, and there might be certain weather effects that change how you fight. I don't know. For now, you'll have to wait, but I do want to add that later. What the fuck? Oh, right, this is an NPC that you can't even access. That's why they have the same dialogue. I thought these was like something like fucking... I don't check this area out that often. It's actually the only area in the game you don't need to visit for any side quests, so that might change. That's probably why I should add a side quest in the casino, because it is kind of a neat area. And especially if I'm going to revamp it. But anyway, I think that's mostly it for my goals, except for one, being that, I think one I've mentioned before, that hopefully by March, which is the 4-year anniversary of this game's development starting, I want to be able to do the closed beta. I don't know if I'll be doing it because, like, how many months away is that? Like, let's see, we have September, October, November. So if you include September, because this month is hardly over yet, we have 1, actually no, it's like halfway, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5 months. So about half a year still, a little around that. But yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to do all this by then, because I mostly just work on this game on the weekends when I have free time. But I really hope you guys can play it, because simply put, y'all have been waiting a long ass time for this game. And honestly, I really want some feedback from people that aren't Magic. He's great, but like, both of us are used to how this game works, and both of us are used to its little quirks, and we don't know what's shit and what's not. I still don't know if it's time to tack system in. My dogs are barking again, or my dog and my parents' dogs are barking again. But we don't know what works and what doesn't, and I kind of hope that we can get some feedback from you guys, so that I can make the best game that we can all play. Anyways, that is basically it. There's not a whole lot I have left to share aside from that, so I'm gonna end this off here. Wow, this was 27 minutes. Actually, no, that's not 27 minutes, because I forgot I actually left this recording while I was doing the interruption with my dogs and my dad. But yeah, hopefully y'all can play this soon, and hopefully I can get a break from Chapter 1 and finally start Chapter 2. Anyways, though, that's it for this one. I hope you all enjoy this devlog. Leave any support, comments, any sort of suggestions down below on what you think of these changes and what you think would be cool to add to the game. Like, subscribe, all the garbage YouTube shit you can do. You know. If you watch any YouTuber, you know what I'm asking you to do. And yeah, that's it. Goodbye. Have a good day. I'm not good with these outros.